Hi, my name is Jennifer Dunlap. I am a wife, a mother of 2 teenagers, and I currently work as a nurse practitioner. When I was asked to tell my story, I wasn't really sure that I had a story because I was raised in a Christian home, and I honestly did not think that that was very exciting. And so I decided I need to think on this a little bit more. And when I did, I had some ideas that kind of came to me that really my initial Christian foundation that I had is so instrumental to putting me right where I am today, and I'm very thankful for it. As I went through my teen years, I started to drift away from my faith some, which is not that unusual, and pretty much I became a checkbox Christian by the time I entered college. I was just going to church just to make mom and dad happy, and half the time I think I would go to church I was actually still hungover from the night before. But in my mind I thought, well, at least I'm here, and that's kind of how I justified it. When I was 19 years old, I met a guy that I fell in love with, and we became engaged. And something happened at that point when we got engaged. Something just clicked in my head, and I knew that this was serious, and that training that I had grown up with from my parents and from going to church started clicking in my head, and I knew that I was supposed to be equally yoked when I got married. Well, this was kind of a problem. The guy that I was engaged to was not a Christian. I decided to go ahead and marry him because I thought I could change him, and that was a really silly idea. So we went ahead and got married. The first year of our marriage was really a terrible mess. We actually even talked about divorce at that point. As I was growing closer to Christ in my walk, he was not. And he actually declared himself a borderline agnostic. And every now and then he would relent to my nagging, and he would come to church with me where he would sit there and roll his eyes and huff and puff and basically mock everything that was going on. And I was really becoming very frustrated because my efforts to try to show Christ to him were just not working. And that was really, really hard and really frustrating. Well, then my mom, who was really my spiritual guide and mentor, gave me some really good advice. You cannot grow him. God is the one that has to grow him. And you just need to love him, and you just need to pray for him. And so I took her advice, and I left him alone, and the most amazing thing started happening. He started asking more questions about faith, and on his own, he decided to start attending church a little bit more. And this boy, who had mocked me and my Christian faith, decided to go to seminary, and then with me, helped to plant this church that we're in right now, Renewed Community Church. So I'm here before you today to give you hope in 2 different areas. First of all, never stop praying for those that are unsaved. I know what it's like to have a husband who is an unbeliever, and it is really hard. And so my advice to you would be to love them, to model Christ for them, and to never, ever stop praying for them, and just to let God grow them. But I know it's hard. Secondly, I wanted to encourage you that never underestimate your influence over your children for Christ. It was because of some of that foundational stuff that my parents and my church had taught me that helped me to be where I am today, and it helped those things to click. And so you never know when that teaching, even if it seems like your kids aren't listening, you never know when that teaching is going to click for them like it did for me. And so I just encourage you just to hide the Word of God in the hearts of your children. I'm Jennifer Dunlap, and this is my story.